Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another market review. Today is the 29th of November. It's Tuesday, so we have a new Monday range to work with. We're gonna go over what we were seeing the last couple days slash weeks. So I'm first gonna go over that, what happened since the previous market review that I made. Things played out beautifully so far. Taken some trades, taken some live trades, posted it all live on Twitter and in the Discord. So we'll first go over that, and then we'll talk about what I think is going to happen next, okay? And some future game plans if you missed some entries and stuff like that, okay? So let's first of all start off by this trade right here. 1 second. Yeah, this one. Okay, so in this tweet we said both this week and the last week's Monday range are relevant. Last week is swept, this week's unswept. Could see one more go at the lows, but I think it'll be short-lived. Liquidity is resting higher, in my opinion, already in long as shown below. Let's see what we get. Okay, so that was this trade, the initial trade that I took. As you can see, I think I still have the trade on here. Trading view. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, entered here. And the initial response, as you can see, was beautiful, right? So I kept my stops pretty wide. Why? In case we went for another sweep of this. Simply because of the structure here, right? So we nuked while making lower highs without taking any liquidity to the upside, which is usually a sign that the downside is gonna be limited and that we're just gonna sweep key liquidity to the downside and reverse back up again. Okay, so that's pretty much what happened. So that's also why I kept my stop there and not below the low here. Simply because I could have seen another sweep and then a go. Okay, so that would invalidate the risk of getting stopped out at the bottom. Okay, but anyways, so we pumped into this red area. Into this red area, I set resistance. Okay, why? As you can see here, resistance, that was this high, pretty much a high that took us back towards 16k. Why key resistance? Well, that was the sideways price action that sorry, that led to this downside. Okay, so the initial pump into supply, obviously you get some resistance and you get rejected a little. So that's what happens. Distributed over the weekend, and then after the weekly close here we started dumping. From there I said still in half this one. Yeah, so into this resistance I took off half. Okay, and then in this so I said still half in this one. After I closed half at the red key supply, looking to add back what I closed sub 16k. Let's see. And as you can see, the squiggle, I wanted to see one more dip, one more sweep of this. Then I was going to look for longs. What happened here? One more dip. And exactly at the low, I said, added some of what I closed earlier as planned. Invalidation is clean. Target is unswept, liquidity higher. Let's see. Okay. And this happened to be the local low. Okay, so that was during this dip we added, and now overnight we saw some upside again. Okay, so now that that's out of the way with, let's talk about what I'm watching next, right? So holy shit, trading view is slow. All right, so still pretty much the same levels that I'm watching here from last week. Why? Because we're still basically within the same range. We had this aggressive downside towards 15.5k, bounced aggressively. The first high made after the low. You could draw this as a range as well, right? Something like this. Boom, and as you can see, mid-range rejected beautifully. So yeah, what I'm watching here. So first, let's mark out our Monday range from this week. Okay, so blue levels are the Monday range, and as you can see, we swept Monday high into the consolidation that led to the breakdown. So this little sideways price action before the nuke acting as key resistance, key supply. Okay, this area lines up still with the supply from earlier. Now, the more we tap into that supply, the more likely, obviously, it's going to break. Am I saying it's going to break from here? Well, definitely not. Now, as you can see, we have swept Monday high and Monday low is unswept. So I wouldn't get too excited here about breaking to the upsides, because liquidity locally might be resting to the downside again. Now, as long as we hold above this key pivot, okay, which is last week's Monday high, I would say this looks good for a break higher. Now, if though we start breaking back below here, below this, then I think it's more likely that we go for Monday low next, which is this blue level, right? And you can guess what's the play I'm going to be watching next then. So break down below this. I'll be looking for sweeps of Monday low into our key area here. This here was the Monday low from 3 weeks ago. This is OTE from the up move from range low to the high where we got rejected, OTE, and this low time frame consolidation before we broke up. So confluence around the 15.8 area is huge. So if we do happen to be breaking below last week's Monday high, which is this level, then I'll be looking for dips into this OTE area, a sweep of Monday low, and start looking for longs again. Okay, so then retest, boom, and then we'll be looking for the break above our daily range mean or 4 hour range mean, doesn't matter. Okay, look for this to trade towards higher liquidity up here and then up here. If we don't, and this here holds, okay, and we break back above Monday high, well then happy days. I'll be looking for a move towards all of this unswept liquidity to the upside. First target would be our weekly range low, which is this big level right here. I'll show you on the 3-day. Okay, so this range here on the 4 hour range low will be our first target. And then if we start breaking above there, probably liquidity up here into some inefficiency back towards 19-20k. Okay, that's basically all I'm watching. I'm gonna be taking a look at HIBOR Capital at our liquidation levels, and as you can see, the main cluster is still resting to the upside. So what does that mean, right? If I just take it like this, as you can see, delta is still red, so the major liquidity is still resting to the upside. But if we do happen to see dips here, and as I said on the chart, break below that last week's Monday high, which was around here, okay, so if we break back below there, and we do see this cluster first, so the sweep of Monday low, which is this level, if we dip in there first, what does that mean? That just adds more liquidity resting to the upside, because then new liquidation levels will pop up to the upside, and that means even more liquidity to squeeze to the upside. So if we dip from here, man, long the fuck out of this cluster, okay? Obviously, as always, use proper risk management, keep your stops in place, But yeah, then I'll definitely be looking to long more below Monday low and target this liquidity cluster higher. Okay, so it's lining up beautifully. Possibly we go from here, but if we don't, I'll just be looking for fresh longs down there. Okay, I hope everything I just explained is clear. If you enjoyed the video, you can support me by signing up to PrimeXBT, which is the sponsor of these videos since over 2 or 3 years. Been with them for ages. So please support me by using the link in the description, make your account, make a deposit. If you did, send me a DM and I might send you some money, okay? Leave a like on the video as well, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.